morning. Welcome back to Keto Homestead with Jess. Not awake yet. Just woke actually. Alright, so we got two people in the chat. Hello, good morning. You slept well. Got my apple cider vinegar. And honestly, like I said in the live yesterday, after standing that long, I slept like a baby. I hit that bed. I was out cold. And I did sleep in. Usually I get up at 5 a.m. and I didn't wake up until 7, 10, 7:15, something like that. So I did sleep in this morning. Figured I'd do a pop-up live. Let's see, I believe today is the last day of the month. Yep, 30 days in April, so this is the last day of the month. And then we go into May, which I'm happy because May 15th is my last frost date. So that means I can start planting. Can't wait. Can't wait to clear out the greenhouse. Just journaling about my day yesterday. I always journal in the morning. It's mainly like a dump journal, and it's really been helping me if I just dump everything in my journal, what's going on, and then I don't know, it just feels like a fresh start, like I have a new slate every day. So it just mentally helps me to dump all this in my journal. I had to empty my incubator yesterday, my duck incubator, and get rid of those eggs because I think my incubator just quit working. It wasn't holding temperature right, it wasn't holding humidity right, so I don't know if it was something I was doing wrong or what, so I got rid of those duck eggs. Again, this morning, last week a neighbor had let me use their incubator, so I set that up yesterday, and I have eggs coming today, so I'll put more duck eggs in the incubator and just pray that they hatch this time. Hopefully this incubator will do much better. We'll see. Hey Wild Edibles, good to see you. Good morning. I'm just waking up. Firefly was asking me if I was going live this morning, and I figured I'd just pop on. And then she's not here. Maybe she'll come in now that I mentioned her name. We've got 13 days left on the incubator and the kitchen, which I'm super excited about because my girlfriend, she's been the one bringing over the eggs to hatch out. However, I've got 11 Americanas that are my own from my chickens. So I got 11 Americanas in this incubator that's going to hatch. So I'm super excited. I'll be able to start doing my own Americanas. This year is the first year that the Americanas started laying for me. So super excited. Baby time, spring is here. Yep, that's my favorite time. New life, babies. I love springtime. My back does feel a little bit better. It's still achy, but I think that's because it's raining again. It's raining, it's miserable. But I did get a lot of relaxation from sleeping last night. My back isn't hurting like it was hurting yesterday from standing. It's just like an achiness from the rain. They did bring home a surprise. Woo! What was it? I've been waiting. I've been thinking about it. Wild edibles. What did they bring home? We got 2 in the chat and 1 thumbs up. Please, if you're here, hit the thumbs up. Even if you're watching in the background. Mom, wild edibles. The anticipation's getting me. What'd they bring you home? Moo! Laugh out loud. I have to wait and see them. It was late when they got home. Aww. That's exciting. They got a deal, so they had to get them. That's awesome. I love getting animal surprises. I like any surprises, honestly. I thought I heard a cat scratching at the door, but I guess not. I love mail. I love surprises. I think that's the best, though. Like, if Barrett came home with a surprise of an animal, I would freak out. I love surprises like that. Hey, Firefly, good to see you. Glad you came in. We got 4 in the chat now. Hello, hello. Cows have been up to 3K here the last, oh my gosh, that's so ridiculous. I'm sorry, I know us small homesteaders have to make money too, but we have to survive as well. I mean, not only are we trying to sell to make money to survive, but we gotta in turn around and buy animals. It's just crazy to me. Hey, Be Charming, good to see you. Good morning. I was half kidding. It's all right. It's the last day of April, you guys. I'm super excited. And Firefly, I made my goal. Last night. It was super. Well, it didn't show up until today. YouTube is screwing up big time. My analytics are all messed up. Is anybody else noticing this? They're not like giving my views to me until like a day or 2 later. They're not showing my revenue for a day or 2 later. They're just like screwing up everything. My watch hours. And then, what else? I can't remember, but I'm not awake yet. They changed some tabs on the YouTube studio too. They switched things around. I'm like, what is going on? It's kind of frustrating. You know, you get a pattern down, you get a routine down, and then they switch everything on us. They're not mine, but need to help with them. That's okay if they're not. Yours is still exciting. You still get to work with them. I was half kidding. Thing is, many herds have been sold in my and your country. The breeders were being sold Farmers are quitting. Yeah, that's true. That is true. There's a lot of stuff going on around here too, with people getting rid of animals and farm equipment and getting out of the farming as well. That was creepy. I see my shadow on the cabinet, and then I only seen it out of the corner of my eye. It kind of made me startled. I got to get sis to the train by 8 a.m. Ooh, got a half-hour Firefly. Me either. I don't even know why I'm up. To see me. Hey, Tiger. Good morning. All you day walkers. Good morning, Moonlight. Good. Jess, good morning, beautiful people. Good morning, Gemma. Hey. Not too many people could afford it. I think my coffee is bubbling. It is. Not many people could afford high hay prices, so they sold off herds, less cattle out here. Oh, there are beef prices going through the roof. Yep. Firefly, you didn't sleep at all? I'd be crying. I'm emotional. If I didn't get sleep or very little sleep, I'd get really emotional. Big baby bull yesterday sold for $4K. They thought it was an adult. It was so big. Wow. I want a baby cow with the bangs. You want the Highlanders? Is that what you're talking about, Firefly? The Highlanders are like one of the most expensive cows you can get. I didn't put any of my stuff away yesterday. I was so exhausted. So I've got a heap of dishes to put away. But I think we did good yesterday. For all you that were on the live, I think we kicked butt. Definitely, my body told me so. If anybody wants to come up and chat, let me know. I'll put the StreamYard link up so you can come hang out with me. I don't really have anything planned today. I do know I need to put these dishes away. Jaslyn will be coming today. And again, it's another rainy day. It's 50 degrees here in Ohio. So we won't be doing much outside again. I do know, I don't know if I'll do it on the live or not yet, but I do know I got to make some laundry detergent. I'm almost out. The farmer told Mikey to stay away from the bull. Laugh out loud. Yeah, bulls can be temperamental. I am working on my niece and her hubby for a cow. That's the dishes, I know, right? That's how I feel. Yes, at Firefly Farms, I want some of them too. I'm a hot mess. I'm a hot mess too. We're all hot messes, Firefly. It's all right. Birds of a feather, right? Gemma says it's sunny here. Lunchtime. What are you having for lunch, Gemma? Are you cooking? Are you eating out? What are you doing? That bull could really hurt someone the way it was acting. Nothing like your food being able to do you in the first shake of my head. That's so true. At least they didn't bring that one home. Wow. Cats are up and acting crazy already. They're flying through the kitchen like doing burnouts.
I'm in bed and Sis is running around packing crap up. Oh, you do? I didn't know you had Black Angus, and I know what you're talking about, but I can't pronounce that. It's too early to be trying to pronounce words I can't pronounce. The other cattle we got. Yes, cooking. Probably spaghetti with mushrooms and cheese and tomato sauce. Yum, yum. Kittens are like little bumper cars. You got that right. They definitely are. And Daddy Cat, which is Tigger. He's the big striped cat for you members that have seen pictures of him. He is so good with kittens. I don't know what in the world. You know how they say like a lot of male cats will kill male kittens? Well, that's with any breed. The males always try to take out the other males. But anyways, he is so good with these kittens. He just lays there and lets them play and jump over him and bite his tail. And he is a really good papa. He's always been that way. What are you getting into now? Oh my gosh. The kitten has a onion peel that Barrett must have dropped on the floor. And they're playing with the onion peel, scooting it across the kitchen floor. Mainly it says, it's almost 8. Get up, Firefly. Get moving. There's a baby charbull here. They are pretty. Tiger, can you hug them? I'm going to do more cooking videos as my first one has had over 116 views. That's awesome, Gemma. I figured that would be a hit for you. People love cooking videos. Oh my gosh! Things are flying out of the cabinets at me. My dishes are trying to knock me off this morning. Jeez. Motor skills are not a good thing in the morning. Huh? Yeah, hold on. Barrett just woke up, which is weird. He never gets up this early, unless I wake him up. Okay. I gotta get my ice pack in the freezer that I slept with. Let's see. What else is going on in the chat? Fireplace. If I want to, firefly burns. Laugh out loud. K-Man says the auction guys used their gate protectors for that bull. It was so big and grumpy. Well, they usually use the gate protectors for any animals, especially at the auctions. I personally don't like going to the auctions because of the way they do the animals. Like, I get really, I know I shouldn't, but I get really connected with my animals. And the previous times that I've had to take them to the auctions and they use those gate protectors, they push the animals around with them. And then they also have whips. And to get the animals to do what they want them to do, they whip them. And I hate that. I can't stand it. It makes me cringe when I see them do it. Sorry, super loud. How's your back? It's hurting, Firefly. It's not hurting as bad as it was yesterday. I think it's hurting right now just because it's achy and it's raining out. We sold our bull. He kept jumping the fence. Yeah, that's another thing about bulls. They like jumping. They're black and red Angus here, and Holstein and Longhorn Cross, and a few others. Yeah, the cows with the horns, they kind of scare me. Bella, she was my Holstein milk cow, and Bella had horns, and Bella was never mean, but she was very clumsy, and I never got like seriously hurt or anything, but she did knock me with the horns every once in a while, just being clumsy. But the horns always scared me. The farmer has a collection of different cows. That's all right. We have too many bulls, but only one good one at the moment anyway. Can't trust them. They can turn. Yeah. I understand my goats went to auction, but they didn't fit here with all the sheep. Yeah, I bet. They use flags at this auction. Yeah, some like with the goats and stuff, with the smaller animals like that, they'll use the flags. I've seen that. But when it comes to hogs, it seems like the auctioneers or whoever the animal handlers, they at the auctions they're very cautious with the cows and hogs, and that's what I normally deal with is the hogs and the cows. And they definitely use those whips on the hogs. And what are you doing in my cabinet? They definitely use the whips on the hogs and the cattle. And when I see them using the whips on my hogs, I just want to cry for them because I don't hit my hogs, so they're not used to that. They're not used to seeing a whip, so it really scares them. And they're already scared half to death because they're in the auction. They don't know what's going on anyway. So basically, it breaks my heart. I don't read it. And anyways, the last time we took hogs to the auction, we lost so much. We lost our butts on that hog. The two hogs that we took. I'll never take hogs to auction. I'll sell them off my land before I take them to an auction ever again. The Holstein I milk is cold. The one I'm training has horns, part Angus. That's awesome. So anybody in the chat that doesn't know what a polled cow is, that just means that it was born without horns. Okay, cats, you gotta get out of my cabinet. What do you think you're doing? No, I'm not moving well this morning. My body's stiff. I don't want to bend or move. The kitchen was a little chilly this morning, so I put the stove on. Oh, let's see. What have I missed in the chat? What do you mean, how does Bella have horns? Hogs will eat you. Hogs will only eat you if you starve them. And if you treat them right, they're tame. The Longhorns are someone else's and hand fed before they went
want the buckets. If you're a pocket cow with huge horns, I'm not walking out there with them. I wouldn't either. Hello, Paranormal Gaming. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Please, y'all, as you're coming in, hit that thumbs up. I've got 7 in the chat. I've got, according to mine, it says 1 thumbs up, but that could be wrong. Who knows? YouTube's messing with me. Someone get up here with Jess. If anybody wants to come up, they're more than welcome, as long as I know you. I will put up the link. Yeah, one of our pigs, they did not take the side teeth out. I'm not getting in there now. Laugh out loud. They are so big. I've never taken my pig's teeth out. Ever. Are you talking about the husks or the side teeth? It's like a hot mess, just gypsy fest here. Oh, looked at the ticket. Got till 8:15. You're pushing that time, aren't you, Firefly? I didn't know girl cows had horns. Yeah, any cow can have horns. Right at Wild Edibles, we had a mama hog that would flip off head of the baby's squealing. She ended up in freezer cry. Oh my gosh, I've never had that happen in all the years that I've been raising hogs. Never. Big brains. Good morning, trust in God. I want to go to a gypsy fest. Yeah, those are the husks, the ones that stick out the side. Usually they are removed very early. Yeah, I don't mess with the hog's teeth ever. However, I've never had, I shouldn't say never had. I've never had a hog that had full blown husks though. I've had them where there's a little bit sticking out, but not like you would see like a wild hog or something like that. And like I said, my hogs have always been sweetie pies, so. But then again, you can never trust a hog either. They can turn on you as well. But it just has never happened here, thankfully. Although I have personally seen a hog turn on my friend, my homesteading buddy that I tell you guys about. Her, I didn't see it. I've seen the aftermath, unfortunately. But they were raising. They always raise like weird animals to me, like the specialty breeds or fancy breeds or whatever you want to call them. What were those hogs called? Magnolese or something like that. And when she got the piglets, I was there when she got them, and they looked like wild hogs. They were like brown hogs with stripes down the back, and they looked like wild hogs to me. And I was like, "Are you sure these aren't wild hogs?" She was like, "No." And I'm like, "All right." Well, they grew up, and she is an animal lover, and she gets really close to her animals. Well, her hogs have always free range. She free ranges her hogs. And I'm not talking about like in a pasture. I'm talking around her house, around all the other animals. They just like literally follow her while she's feeding all the animals. And she has pigs just running around. And these Magnolese, or however you pronounce it, pigs that she raised, she had some running to do. And she fed the animals, and then she took off. She had errands to run. And she had thought that she had locked them up. At night, she locks them up. She lets them free range during the day, and at night, she lets them be locked up. So anyway, she thought she latched the door, the gate or whatever, to where they get pinned up. And she didn't. And her husband came outside to have a cigarette, and he was on the front porch. And then he just, started strolling along outside. And that hog come after him and took its tusk. These ones had tusks. Took its tusk into the back of his calf and ripped all the way from the calf up his leg. Ripped that muscle. It was horrible. He was off work for like 6 months trying to heal from that injury. It was ridiculous. Are they edible after you cut them off? No, they're teeth. They're basically it's like a tooth. Yeah, it's not huge, but they are getting bigger, laugh out loud. There's a few in the pen. The single ones are nicer. Get one-on-one attention. Yeah, I think that's the thing too, is my pigs and my hogs has always been one-on-one attention. And then when they're all together, they're fine. That's awful. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, it was so bad because they lost income for that whole time too, and he's the breadwinner, so it was a horrible time for them. And they swore after that they would never raise hogs again, and they haven't since. That's why I don't want to play with the friendly longhorns. The owner told me just to drop the bucket and they will leave you alone. We had growing up, my girlfriend, I spent all of my summers at her house, but they had a farm down the road from them that did nothing but longhorns. And the guy was super nice. And me and my girlfriend, me and her used to walk down to the Longhorn farm all the time. And this was back in the day where you could get free food that was getting thrown out and stuff. And he'd always get donuts and bagels and stuff like that. He'd like visit Jolly Pirate Donuts and all the bagels that they baked the night before that didn't sell, they would throw away. So he'd go in there and get donuts, and then he'd hit the bagel shop and they'd do the same thing for him. And that's what he fed a lot of the longhorns. And so me and my girlfriend, we were probably, 10, 11, 12, around those ages. For years we walked to that farm, and every morning we'd go and feed the longhorns with them, and we'd have buckets of bagels and donuts. They were always super sweet. They never tried to warn us or run us down or anything. We hand fed them. That's probably why. They wanted that sugar. They wanted to be hand fed those donuts. I'm done in my PJs. I would do the same thing, Firefly. Those cows are just going through grain withdrawals. We can totally understand that on this channel, right? Lots of grass and hay out there. They will be good now. That is good. Cats are mad at me, you guys. They're out of cat food. We don't get paid until the 3rd, and so they're eating dog food. They're eating it, but they're not happy. The dog food for the cats.
Put some water with it, make it groovy. Morning, babe.
Good morning. I haven't started, I know. Give me a second. I know.
What?
You're not supposed to be awake this early.
What?
I know.
Put some water in.
Then you say it's too watery.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Heat that up some.
Oh, you're just doing that. I thought you were making a whole pot. Oh my gosh, cats.
What do you want?
Hey, Aunt Mamas. Good to see you.
Morning, folks. You call it that.
Thank you so much for stopping by. What do you mean you can call it that? It's always a good morning when you wake up another day.
It's raining.
No, it's still a good day. B. Charmin says morning. Wild Edible says good morning.
Morning.
All right, my dishes are done. And,
Dirty.
huh?
What did you dirty?
I didn't. It was your ice cream bowl
Oh, yeah, right.
and some utensils.
Who did that?
I don't know. I still need to put my recipes away that I did yesterday on the live stream. I haven't done that. See, Firefly, I'm a hot mess too.
You girls are always a hot mess.
Not the truth. Put my recipe book out. Get the stuff put away so I don't lose it.
What are you making today?
I'm not making nothing. I'm done cooking. Bacon.
What? You've never done cooking.
I know. That was a lie. I'll always be cooking something. Oh, kitten, sorry. Drink your apple cider vinegar, Barrett. What stores do I have near me? We have Kroger's, we have Aldi's, we have Walmart,
Giant
Giant
Eagle.
Eagle,
Say what?
Save a Lot. That's where we get all of our meat is Save a Lot, and it's like a little local grocery store, and it's probably the cheapest grocery store. It's in like the rough part of Newark, I guess is what you could call it, the low income part of Newark. And like I said, it's a local grocery store. Prices are amazing, but they have a local butcher in there. So that's where we get all of our meat from. Auntie Mama says amen to that, sister. Is that what you meant, grocery stores? Moonlight says good morning in Barrett.
Morning.
And Auntie Mama says, good morning, sir. Happy Sunday to you.
Morning, thank you.
Firefly says, we are mobile. Firefly, safe travels for you, sis. Moonlight says, we are listening while we're driving on. While I'm driving, thank you.
Where are we driving to?
There, Firefly's taking her sister to the train station.
Cool. Train station?
I know you were gonna say I was waiting. I was staring at you.
He's got
Not
a
the,
train?
not the train station on Yellowstone, babe. There was the almost perfect horse at the sale, but it was white and they can sunburn bad. Skin condition can happen, says the farmer. Yeah, I try to stay away from like the pink pigs, any animals with white or pink. They all burn really bad. Our little town has a Save-A-Lot. Really, Moonlight? That's awesome. I didn't know anybody else had a Save-A-Lot. Every time I've ever mentioned it, everybody said that they haven't had one.
What bacon did we get last time? Sour.
I don't know. We got a bacon bar, red bar, or it's in a
Bar or something.
bar or something. But we got like 6 packs of bacon, and every one that we tried to eat and open was so sour. And that's the first time that has ever happened to us. It was
We
gross.
switched to Smithville.
Yeah. We had to switch up the bacon. It's crappy out. I know, Firefly. It is here too. Doesn't make good for mental health, does it? The farmer has a friend with a pony who would make a great walking buddy for me. Ugh. I don't like ponies. Ponies are mean. Not all, but a lot of ponies. They're ornery and they got short man complex. They like to bite.
Oh. No, really.
Then I will say for a workhorse, that would make sense on the farm. Yeah, I would love to have a horse. But Barrett won't let me have a horse because he knows dang well if I have a horse, I'm going to get up and ride that horse. And he don't want me on a horse for back issues.
No. I wouldn't mind having horses either, too, learn, but I'd be catching you out there trying to run.
Mm-hmm. My daughter's little town has a Piggly Wiggly. I've never been to a Piggly Wiggly, but my dad's town has a Piggly Wiggly too. When he first moved to Tennessee, he was telling me the stores that were around, and their main grocery store is a Piggly Wiggly. I got a Save-A-Lot. I like it better than Walmart. Me too. Save-A-Lot is my go-to. I love Save-A-Lot. What? Moonlight? I went to Save-A-Lot for the first time last week. What did you think of it? Did you like it? Wild Edibles is laughing her butt off. The Firefly needs some crack. Ha ha ha. Get a carriage, Jess. I would love to have a carriage.
Ooh, there was one
I know. I seen it. There was one on Facebook Marketplace the other day.
neat pets, though.
I know. But I would love to have a horse and carriage. I would definitely, totally sport that around.
We got a sled. It's fun in the wintertime. Hook the draft horses up and giddy up, giddy up.
His dad used to hook the draft horses up to the sled, and he'd take the kids all around the neighborhood. Something about their gait, they are smooth. You don't bounce around. Oh, I missed the comment above. Yeah, it'd be hard on the back. Canadians and Rocky Mountain are better for people who have had bad backs. Are you have an ice cream and cookies for breakfast? No, but I will have my coffee, cake, and coffee. I've never been in a Save-A-Lot near or around here. The farmer has the cart and the sled. That's awesome. Jess, my sister sent me for Crisco. She swears by Save-A-Lot. I'm going to start going. Awesome. Yeah, I love it. I swear by Save-A-Lot too. I like Save-A-Lot a lot. And certain items. There's some stuff I won't buy there, but
Actually, they need to get more items.
they do need to get more items. It's very selective there. A lot of the time, the only thing I get there is either produce or meat. Or the other thing I really like about Save-A-Lot is they are like one of the only stores that sell, I guess you would call it animal scrap byproducts. My chicken feet I get from Save-A-Lot for all my chicken broth, and they do on occasion sell beef bones for my beef broth, and that's unusual. Most stores don't sell that stuff anymore. And then they also do like
cracklins. They do gizzards.
What'd you get your Lord from?
They do lard. Save a lot. What else? They do the hog jaws.
Plus, the butcher will come out and show you how to butcher.
Yeah, the butcher. We became friends with the butcher. If you need help learning how to butcher, our butcher is like really sweet. He'll come out to your property. This is just like personal from getting to know him and stuff. But he'll come out to the property, teach you how to butcher. He's a pretty cool guy. He's an older gentleman and he's been a butcher for years and years and years. Hey Steve, good morning to you. Long time no see. Yummy, that works. None are around here, I meant. I'm talking into the phone here. That's all right. It's just me. I don't need to go to the store much. I understand that. Mooney, do you can though? Do you do any canning? Every extra anything I have, I just throw in jars and can up. Talked to our closest Save-A-Lot manager. He said things are getting rough for Save-A-Lot. Some things are getting difficult to get in. Yeah. And I think it's because it's a small chain. It's just a small, I thought it was just family. I thought it was just like a local small store. So I don't know. I don't even know how many Save-A-Lots there are around the place.
Everybody's having a struggle.
Yep. Stuff's getting tighter and tighter. Our government says that by 2030, no more combustion engines. So instead of electric, I'm going old school, is how I see it. More wild. Laugh out loud. That's what I said to Barrett the other day. We were pipe dreaming. I call it pipe dreams about getting a vehicle. My car still broke down. But I was talking about getting another truck. And I said that if I got another truck, I wanted it to be an old Ford, like, I don't know, 1950s or something. I want an old one that we can work on really easily, get in there and fix it.
The problem is finding parts.
Yeah. But that was my thought. I hope they don't close down. I would miss them. Yeah, I would definitely be upset if they closed down. Oh, that's true. I didn't even think of that, Moonlight. I do not have storage space in this fifth wheel. All right, I guess Barrett's going to talk to you since he's in the chair that's facing the computer.
You want to sit there?
Nope, I want to sit over here.
No. It's your show. Don't put them on the front street. Just say move.
No, does that have you?
Why you got so dark in here? Why don't you always turn these lights on?
I don't know.
Where people can see you.
I don't want people to see me.
Ew.
You can see my messy table.
See,
It's not on you. You want me to put it on you? I will, though.
I'm gonna kick your butt. Don't smoke a cigarette here.
Smoke a cigarette. They don't care. Do you guys have Fry Hoffers outlets? They sell animal feed, well,
Ooh.
or bread that you can get for super, super cheap. No, we don't have anything like that. Hoffers outlets?
No, we used to have a Wonder outlet.
Yeah,
Wonder Bread. You can go buy big racks.
of bread.
Bread for like $7 for the whole rack.
Bible says, grain up, fuel up, restricted supplies on fertilizers, and it's up. Food prices are not going down. Expect double at least by next year.
Just get your walking shoes on.
Yep. Are we putting walking shoes on?
Get yourself by somewhere.
I ain't walking nowhere, especially not to town.
Hitch the dogs up to the wagon.
We'd be in the ditch for sure.
Yeah, because we trying to chase deers. Midnight, you been out?
The guys go south and buy cheaper at South.
Where's the black and white cat? Is it in the
Laugh
bucket?
my bed off. Yes, she would be in the ditch. I definitely would. I think they went back to sleep. I don't know.
They slept in the bucket last night.
Did they? That's funny. My kitten slept in the milk, or not the milk bucket. What am I thinking? My kitten slept in my cleaning bucket, my mop bucket last night, I guess. I guess they're getting used to sleeping in their bed anymore.
No, they all run to that front door every time you open it. They want to go outside. Gotta come in somehow.
I'm eating super early. This is why I can't have pre-cooked stuff out, because I eat. I normally don't eat until like 9. So we got 5 in the chat watching. What's everybody's plans today? Doing anything?
Been in mud puddles.
That's what you're planning on doing?
Hey, I'm going to the greenhouse.
Yeah, we're gonna transplant some more stuff.
I get those sunflowers in the ground. They get too tall.
Well, you can't put them in the ground when it's muddy out.
I know. It's going to rain till what? Wednesday?
Clean up after the storm. Oh, how was the storm, Moonlight? You were getting pretty hit hard last night, Firefly said. How was it? You didn't get too much damage, did you? I was hungry. I ate earlier, but usually I'm not hungry. Good luck doing that. Alexa, what's the forecast this week?
The forecast for the next 7 days. Monday, 45 degrees Fahrenheit and rainy weather. Tuesday, 47 degrees and showers. Wednesday, 51 degrees and overcast weather. Thursday, 61 degrees and intermittent clouds. Friday, 65 degrees and cloudy skies. Saturday, 66 degrees and intermittent clouds. Sunday, 68 degrees and lots of sun. Would you like to begin your day with rejuvenating meditation music?
No.
Sure.
The skill, rejuvenating sounds.
Alexa, stop. You're going to get me.
It rejuvenates you,
I
babe.
know, but it'll cut off my straight, or it'll give me a copyright strike. Branches down and stuff flying around. That's good. It wasn't that bad. Yeah. My coffee cake's good.
I bet you gonna put some stuff on
I
it.
am. I just haven't yet. I will.
We're gonna have a hay field for a couple months.
Yeah, my car's broke down. The lawnmower's broke down. The grass is like knee high now. Barrett has a electric lawnmower that he uses usually in my chicken yard, and you just plug it into an extension cord. But that's basically what it's good for is the chicken yard because there's not much grass.
It's not that, it's just so small.
Yeah, it's so small. But he used it. He tried mowing the front yard with it. Yeah, he did a good job. It was just like a narrow path that he did.
A 10-minute job on the riding tractor took me an hour.
Yeah.
And it killed my legs.
I think I want to figure out a tiny home instead. That would be awesome. And like, although on our Facebook marketplace, I was looking at this tiny home because it was so cute and it was local. It was the next town over. There was $80,000 for a tiny home. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I
That is
remember
ridiculous.
like 10 years ago, you could buy, let's see, a 3-bedroom home, a nice 3-bedroom home for $50,000, and they want to do these tiny homes for $80,000. Insane.
What did I see on Facebook?
That's where I seen it at. Did you
That
see it?
house, 510,000,
What one was that?
6 acres.
No, I didn't see that.
That thing is nice.
Yeah, but 510,000? That's
For 6
ridiculous.
acres. It's got 4 bedrooms. The whole house is basement and everything is fixed up. It's
So
got outhouses, it's got pond.
I'm not paying no 510,000 unless it's got some acreage.
Yeah, for 6 acres, no, that's not worth it. We could have got that place up there
Ugh, I wish
for 106 acres
yeah.
for 610,000.
Wild Edible says, I'll bring some cows, Jess. Please do. That would be awesome. Not the horny cows either. I told her I didn't like the cows with the horns. They scare me.
The way you said that.
That's the way she wrote it.
Orange.
I'm thinking tiny home too, Wild Edible says. Hey, beautiful Jess. Hey, beautiful Coco. Good to see you. Glad you made it over this way to this social media.
People taking these storage containers, making houses and homes out of them.
Yeah, that's true too. I think we get to go to the grocery store on the 10th, Coco. So I think I'm gonna go get some of those pickles. What'd your face drop for?
No.
Yes. Wild Edible says that's what I call them, horny cows. Laugh my butt off, Longhorn Cross.
I can't believe you got me up at 7:30.
I didn't wake you up. What woke you up?
You out here giggling?
Oh, what was I giggling about?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a good wake up call, isn't it? Hearing somebody else giggle. If I sell my house in town, we are thinking container size. It's just me and Caveman now. Those
Just pitch it, man.
Those containers are like, they're not bad. They're like $2,800 for one of those containers.
Figure out put electric and drywall and all that stuff, windows.
Yeah, but still, I mean, for a frame, for a base of the house, it's not bad. $2,800.
They're heavy.
Coco said, hell yes, they're pickles.
Pickles, no.
I may do a large shed converted into a tiny home or try and find materials of job and recycle them. Yeah, I mean, like, I think that would probably be the cheapest way to go is like a garden shed or something.
If I do pickles, you guys better have a strong stomach.
I'll be laughing too hard. Coco, so most people don't know, but Barrett has a very weak stomach. He gags at anything and everything. It's hilarious. He makes me laugh so hard. The cats can, like midnight, if she coughs up the hairball and leaves it on the kitchen floor, he'll walk out here and
Yes.
yep. It's hilarious. When I hit him in the back with when I was neutering the piglets and I hit him in the back with the testicle, he was gagging.
That was me.
I didn't mean to. I wasn't paying attention. I was just chucking him over my shoulder and he just happened to be right there. Yes, they can look nice. Coco says, do it, do it. You have been outvoted on the pickles. He'll do it. He'll be mad at me afterwards, but he'll do it. Coco says, Barrett, I've bought front seats for this. And she says, Barrett, laugh, laugh out loud. Barrett cracks me up when it comes to funny stuff. I think I put that video on YouTube years ago, but maybe I didn't. Did I put the hot sauce on YouTube? That was back when I was working night shift and I'd get off at like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning and I'd come home. And Barrett has always been a late nighter. He always worked night shift. So when I'd get home, he'd already be passed out. And one morning I decided it was April Fool's. I always do April Fool's shirt on him. What was it? It was Tabasco sauce. It wasn't even really hot sauce, but it was Tabasco sauce. And he was snoring, laying there on his back. And I put like 2 tiny little drops in his mouth as he was snoring. That was a bad idea. He like inhaled it and was coughing and choking on it. I couldn't do anything but laugh. It was hilarious.
She's trying to drown you on Tabasco sauce.
He was like screaming and yelling, damn it, woman, what are you trying to do? Kill me? I was laughing so hard, I couldn't even catch my breath. He kept asking for water, and I was trying to get up to get water for him, but I kept laughing. I couldn't move. Oh my gosh, it was hilarious. He told me, what did you say? I recorded that too. He's like, get back in the kitchen where you belong so I can go back to sleep or something. It was so funny. My oldest son could mimic a cat doing that made me gag and laugh. Really? I would love to see that video. Coco says, I'll have to look and see. I'll have to go back and see if I actually posted it or if I still have it. I think I might have just posted it to Facebook. I don't know. I'm sure it looks the video will look horrible because there was old cameras, has an old phone or something. There was a shortage on the containers. I didn't know that.
What?
Midnight said that there was a shortage on the containers. Shortage on everything, it seems like.
They're all out at sea waiting to be docked.
Man, I could have had a viral video on the guys sharing their first sheep, laugh my butt off. I decided not to post it. Yeah, that would have been a good one too. Because payback is a ... laugh out loud. It was really, really funny. Yeah. I haven't done anything funny videos lately with Barrett.
Good.
I don't know. Guess I haven't been in a funny mood. I will be back. Have to feed the animals. All right, Moonlight. watching the other day? Oh, Barrett put on a movie, and it was pretty funny. I'm not usually into funny movies. I don't find some things that people do funny like other people do. Funny movies are really hard for me to watch because I don't find them funny. But what was that movie called? Grandpa's something, and it had
Wars, Grandpa, Grandpa's War, so,
Grandpa's War or something like that. Who did it have in there? Dan. No, it wasn't Danny. It was oh, why can't I think of their names? I can picture their faces in my head. I can't remember their names though. The guy that played on Joe Dirt's adopted dad or whatever. What's his name? Solder and Iron guy. Talk to my guy all wrong and I'll stab you in the eye with solder and iron. I can't think of his name. Hello, Mary Bernie. Welcome. Everybody, please welcome Mary. It's good to have you. Please hit the thumbs up. We're just chit-chatting, chilling in the morning. What? Anyways, so it was a grandkid. He had to give up his bedroom to his grandpa, and he was mad. He had to go up and live in the attic. He was probably like, what, 12? He had to go live in the attic and give his bedroom up to his grandpa, and they went through wars. He was trying to win his bedroom back, and it was funny. They were playing pranks on each other left and right. Danny DeVito, no, why do I keep saying Danny? I can't think of his name. Robert De Niro.
yeah.
Robert De Niro was the main character as the grandpa, and then his friends was Cheech.
Cheek, and what's that guy's name? It was good.
I am good. How are you, Mary? I can't think of his name. It's gonna drive me nuts. But anyways, it was hilarious. They were playing pranks on each other, and I was laughing through that
Actually,
movie.
we watched 2 other shows with him.
I know. I do want that. I'll look it up because it's gonna drive me nuts that I can't think of his name. Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
So it was Cheech, Christopher Walken, and Robert De Niro. And they played the roles really good. It was funny.
Declaration of War. That they waking up with.
Yeah, he came. The grandson came up with the Declaration of War. He wrote it out on a piece of paper and slid it under the grandpa's bedroom door. It was good. And it's funny too because like normally when we watch TV or movies, it's usually, and we don't really watch movies or TV. We watch series or movies, and normally it's late. You know, the end of the day, we lay down, and I never make it through a movie. I rarely ever make it. I make it maybe 5 minutes, and I'm out, and I miss the whole thing. I'm doing good. Where are you from? I'm in the U.S. I'm in the U.S. too, and I am in the state of Ohio. What state are you in, Mary? Wild Edibles is in Canada. What are you thinking about? You're in La La Land.
Wind's picking up outside.
It is. It's just not really cloudy out. It's like dark. It looks like it's like 8 o'clock at night right now outside. Ugh. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. Awesome. My dad is in Tennessee. My dad actually just moved to Tennessee.
There's might be neighbors.
No, they're in Nashville. I think he's in Adamsville. He's in a small, tiny town.
He's up in the movies. No, he didn't get that place, did he?
He's not in the boonies.
He
But
won
he's
that
in-
place.
Yeah, he's in a small town. Yep, I said Ohio. My girlfriend should be here at 10 o'clock or around that time to drop off eggs, duck eggs, throw those in the incubator.
They don't work this time. You're not getting more eggs up there.
It's not her eggs. Her eggs were fertile. It's my incubator. One, we had the power outage. That could have affected it. And two, I couldn't keep a consistent heat or humidity on that one.
Well, you got here at the humidity on this one. Let's keep it stable.
As long as I can keep the humidity at least at 55, I'll be fine. And it has been staying at 55
Well, I just got up and looked at the bathroom when I got up there. And it was like 45.
because I just put water in it.
Well, you got a hole in the side. You should put water.
I don't like it.
You open it up all the time.
I know, but I don't like that hole. It's not big enough.
Well,
It doesn't fit the dropper thing in there.
you get a small one.
Well, I have a small one. But the hole is like this big and the dropper is like that big. So when you squirt it in there, you gotta like try to get it in the hole. It's horrible. What are you laughing at me for?
You're the one got twinkle in your eye.
I should boil a bunch today. What are you boiling? Oh, duck eggs. Are you going to make deviled eggs with them? Love duck eggs that are made into deviled eggs. I can't talk this morning.
You're going to use some of these eggs up too.
I know. I used a bunch of them yesterday when we were cooking. I probably went
You
through
get the ones out of the bird.
like a dozen eggs yesterday. Yes, duck eggs, yum. But the duck eggs I will have will be for hatching. So I won't be eating those. You know that I think it was in China or some Asian country, they eat raw duck eggs, or like, it's not raw, but what are they called? Fertile eggs that are, ugh,
They're eggs that
what do you call that?
they're fermented.
No, not the fermented ones. They actually have baby ducks inside.
I know.
They eat them. Oh my
I
gosh.
seen that. That was
So
disgusting.
disgusting. Thank you so much, Mary. I appreciate it. Welcome to my family. I have more duck than chicken eggs, so you need, yeah, probably. Ugh, you're so lucky, you wild edibles.
Somebody keeps on letting their ducks free range. They take off.
Yeah, Barrett likes to let my animals out free range in the wintertime, which is cool. They can eat all the bugs and stuff, and it cuts down on my feed. However, the ducks and the guineas always take off, and then I'm buying ducks and guineas every year. So
They're going down to the neighbors.
yeah, they go to the neighbors and then they get lost and they never come home.
They night no. Don't even think about it.
Coco says, Jess, are you going to give your chickens those fingers? That would be so funny. I don't even know where I would get those fingers from, Coco. Yeah, she sent me a video on TikTok. Coco is one of my TikTok followers. And she sent me a video with chicken fingers. And it was funny. I was laughing about that. I have to look into it, Coco. And when money isn't so tight, I'll have to get some. Birds are keeping most of their eggs now, so they can hatch them or retrade them with eggs we want them to be hatching.
Yeah, my chickens have not went broody yet, so we'll see.
I know, but we gotta do something with those turkeys. They should be laying eggs.
Yeah, my turkey should be laying. My turkey's not laying. Oh yeah, they picked up a tom too. I forgot. Now we need some hens. Bronze, I think he said. I don't even remember. Ours are the. I can never say that. I don't know why I got this breed of turkey. I can't pronounce their name. Marscaret or whatever. I can't pronounce it. Ouch. I'll have to check you out first, Mary. I can't wait to share some animal videos. It's harder to record in the barn, but it's a good way to match lamb to mom. Yeah, that's true. Coco added you to her family, Mary. Tell everyone that you know about it. How many subscribers do you have, Mary? And what is your channel about?
See, they're in the bucket now.
They are YouTube live streaming for right now. My channel is about anything.
Comes the rain.
You do lives and you do shorts. Alright, y'all, here's Mary's YouTube channel. From what I see from the page, it's mostly cooking right now, live cooking, and she does shorts as well. Yeah, I see yummy food too, wild edibles. Listening while driving home. You be careful, Tiger. Talk about anything that is on others' minds to get the conversation started. Awesome.
Shoot your message here, brother.
It's coming around hard. Nope, not when I woke up and checked. No, I don't want you. Oh, one of my aunt's birthdays is today. I have to wish her a happy birthday. Where is my messages? Why can't I find it? Nope. Alright. Jess, I thought you were stroking your leg. Nope, it's the cat. Midnight. She curled up on my lap. She's black. It's really hard to see her, huh? Drama and stress-free is what my channel is about. I don't welcome spamming, trolling, or cloning going on in my channel. That's good. We are a stress-free channel here as well. We just like to have fun. My channel is mostly about cooking, keto, homesteading, gardening. I do a lot of stuff. Pranks. I do homemade remedies, herbal tinctures.
And Mondays and Fridays I go live around 7 and 8 p.m. and we have basically singing lives just to let loose and relax. You're welcome, Mary. The drama around will cool off as soon as people get outside. That's true. I don't know. I was watching yesterday after my live stream one of my what do you call them? Connections, one of my friends, whatever you want to call them. I was on his live, not just in the chat, you know. Man, he was getting trolled so hard. He had so many trolls. It was ridiculous. Yeah, singing lives. I have, as a request night, people pick songs that they would like to hear, and then I sing them. That's Mondays and Fridays. I'm just nice to even the haters, and they leave me alone after that. Yeah, I'm nice to the haters too, but my mods and the people in my chat are awesome. They usually run off my my trolls and stuff for people that are not so nice. They do my dirty work for me. I can't do it. I can't be mean to people. Mary, I'm not good at singing either. I sound like a howling dog most nights, but
No, you do not.
yeah, I do. But that's not what it's about. It's just about listening to good music with good friends and relaxing and having fun. The trolls and spammers can get bad in chat. Yep. Hey Barrett, how's your glow in the dark mannequin? Coco asks. His face just drops. He's like, what are you talking about, Coco? Oh, that's funny. I'll be right back, you guys. I'm gonna grab my soaps.
Well, in the dark.
She's just being silly, babe.
I know. Mm-hmm.
Can you go in the laundry room and look on top of the big freezer and see if you can find my Zote soap? I tried to look. I'm not tall enough. Put this stuff over here. So I got my bucket, my 5-gallon bucket, and Barrett's gonna go look for my Zote soap because I can't find it. I'm not tall enough to look. And then I just get this, this is like Clorox scent booster crystals, and just mix them. I grate up the Zote soap, and then I do this Clorox, I can't pronounce it. It's a scent booster crystal. But anyways, I do this combination. I know it's not like completely organic or anything, but the Zote soap or Nell's Thapa soap that people use for organic laundry soap making. What they don't tell you is that soap was made for people that back in the day when people washed with like washing boards, and so they would take the soap and their water and their clothing, and they would take like a washboard, and that friction from washing the clothes would get the clothes clean. Well, most of us don't have a washboard, and neither do we have the time to wash like that. Well, the way that the clothes would get washed is that friction. That's what got them clean. However, since we don't wash like that, we wash in the washing machine. If you wash with Nell's Thapa or Zote bars, you don't get
It's definitely like that.
oh, thank you.
It's more
It's like I don't know what you call it. It's like a gummy filling. You don't get it out of your clothes. So that's why I mix the Zote soap with the Clorox. Just a tip. Let's see what I missed. There's a sex spam bot in Parliament chat channels all the time. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Singing is about enjoying the moment. It won't be perfect singing, but you make it fun and enjoyable. That is correct, Mary. Exactly. Having fun. Train's late. Uh-oh. Wow, it's really late. It's 8:46. I always have fun here. Thank you so much, Wild Edibles. Ever had a chocolate lasagna? Can't say that I have. I'm keto though, Mary. I'm low carb, so unless I can make that chocolate lasagna into keto, I won't be having any of that anytime soon.
Beth said I watched you Jess unboxing for her. It wasn't one and told Jess that you had put a mannequin in the pocket.
Oh, I don't remember that. I'll have to go back and watch that video. That's a good idea. Wild Edible says, I spend a small fortune at times for pods because they are light. Yeah, pods, I don't know. I've tried using them. I just don't really care for them. There's a biodegradable sheet too. I wouldn't mind trying them. I've never heard of that. I use Tide laundry detergent. I watched you do Jess's unboxing when she wasn't well, and told Jess that you had put a mannequin. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that. She put it on the comment that you put a mannequin in your pocket. I forgot all about that. Now I remember, Coco. I grew up on Tide detergent. It's kind of funny. Tide Pods, I don't break out. Hey, the other side, welcome back. Good to see you again. Thanks for coming in. I grew up on Tide. I don't get rashes from that one. Google the recipe and try it out. I'll have to check it out. The sheet is on YouTube, laundry sheet or something. I'll have to look it up. So the only bad thing about this is it is a workout. I always use like the smaller, I don't know if you can see it. I use this one because I don't want to use my food one that I grate cheese on. So I just bought this one for like $1 at the Dollar Tree, and I use the little one instead of the big one. And yes, it would be easier if I had a food processor and did it in the food processor, which I do have a food processor, but I'm not using soap in my food processor. I ain't doing it.
Make soup.
Yeah, laundry detergent, we're out. And I've been putting it off. I've been needing to make it for like 3 days, but oh my gosh, with all this rain, I've been like, nope. He used to use pause because men can't measure laundry detergent. No, they don't. They can't.
What?
Barrett does pretty good. When his son was here, no. We went through so much laundry soap when his son was here.
When my son was here, we went through all your spices.
Not this time. He didn't do too bad this time.
Last time he did. Wiped that whole shelf off.
Good morning, Shift Kicker. Good to see you. I'm making laundry detergent right now because I'm out. Yes, and food intolerance. That could have caused it as well. I get, it depends. If the soap is really strong, I'll break out. But it's weird because I can use Gain products. I have used Gain products in the past and they don't break me out. But they're like one of the most heaviest scented chemical induced laundry detergents there is. You don't like Gain? But Tide will break me out. It's weird. You think the Gain would break me out.
You went out midnight. Huh? You went out? Come on. Let's go.
There's probably a link between food intolerance and perfumes too. Yeah, there is.
You going out?
Is that treat? Is that cheese grater used on Barrett's feet? No. I have a huge thing against feet. I don't like feet and toes. And Barrett has really bad eyesight. He got that cataract surgery, and I think it did worse for him than it did any good.
Well, far away I can see better.
He can see really good far away, but up close he can't. But anyways, you guys, I have to cut his cougar toes, his Freddy Cougar toes, his toenails.
I got cute toes.
Nobody has cute toes.
I got cute toes.
Anyways, I hate feet.
Short and stubby.
Feet are disgusting to me. And I think it's because of all the years I worked in the nursing homes. I can't stand feet. I think it's the most disgusting body part there is. That will make me gag. Cuckoo says, I love you, Barrett. Loud Edible says, don't look at my big toe, then laugh out loud. It's growing weird.
Ew, you want to smash my big toe.
Yeah, I hate feet. Oh my gosh, you guys. So last summer, Barrett, I don't know what his deal was, but he was a total klutz last summer. He dropped a piece of, what did you drop? I know one time he dropped a piece of wood on his toe,
That's
and it turned like black and fell off.
no.
No? Okay, it turned black and all green and
Then I
crusty.
turn around and drop some more stuff on my
And
foot.
then he dropped something else on his foot, and then he turned around and dropped another piece of wood on his foot, and it ended up, or on his big toe, and it ended up falling off. It was so gross. And every time I had to cut his toenails, it was like it grew back funky. So I had to retrain his toenail to not grow into his toe. It was so gross. Oh. But thankfully, I got it retrained, and it's fine, and it looks like a normal toe now, but it's still nasty. I hate toes. Blech. Shift Kicker says feet. Ew. Right? In the nursing home when I took care of the elderly, and it's totally not their fault. It's not. I don't put the blame on them. But you go in to take care of the elderly, and you take their socks off, and you get nothing but a huge cloud of dead skin flying in your face. And then you got those nasty toes looking at you. Ugh. And then, of no fault of their own, the nursing homes are supposed to have, what do they call those feet doctors? I can't remember what they're called. But they're supposed to have a foot doctor come in like every single month and clip everybody's toenails that are diabetic and stuff.
and do their feet treatments. And a lot of times that doesn't happen. So most of the time you pull off the socks and you got daggers staring at you. Ugh.
Mom's the one that died.
I know. Barrett's mom's toes were horrible. I hated her toes.
They grew all crooked. One was over top, like one of her toes would like sit on top of another toe. They were never straight. And then her toenails, you know, when you get older, your toenails get like really thick. And literally, we'd have to take a chisel to her toenails. You couldn't cut them with toenail clippers. There was no way. It was horrible. And everybody always tried to get me to cut them. I'm like, nope, ain't doing it. I take care of her every other way, and I'm not doing the feet. Feet disgusting, and I'm a retired RN, right, shift kicker?
I used to make Barrett go in and get his feet done by the foot doctor. He'd have an appointment once a month, and I used to talk to her. I'm like, I don't know how you do this as a job every day, having to do this to people's feet. Yuck. I would rather wipe butts all day long than look at feet. I know. That's probably a telemarketer. I think it was. And the litter box. I think the litter box is like the worst thing. I told Barrett I did not want kittens. I do not want cats. And I definitely don't want a litter box. I think the litter box is the most disgusting thing ever. And I was cleaning out the litter box the other day. Of course, I ended up getting that chore too. And he was like, well, it's better than wiping butts. And I said, no, I'd rather wipe butts all day long than clean a litter box.
Yeah, mine are thicker. I can still cut them, but need to leave them longer on pinching it at the end. Woohoo! Fireflies, you got your sister on the train. Good job.
Because then when I do the mom's feet, I suit up. Like those ones that we acted better.
Right? You don't want none of that stuff hitting you in the face or in the nose or the mouth or the. Ew.
That's funny. I feel like a hangnail, but not. The nail is pinching inward. Hard to explain.
I know what you're talking about, wild edibles. Barrett gets those all the time. And then he screams at me because I dig them out. He says I do surgery on his feet.
You do. You dig and dig and dig.
Well, you want your feet done, I'm going to do them right.
If I have to sit there and suffer, you're going to suffer too.
You just get the jollies off that.
No, I don't get my jollies off on it. It's gross.
Let the dog clean it out.
Just go out there and step in some cow patty and take care of your feet.
Yeah, you go do that then.
Seriously.
Seriously, you go do it. But I'm taking care of your feet.
Next time I go up David's and I'll go step in cow patties.
So when we're driving by there next time, I'm going to make you stop. And I don't want to hear you throwing a fit.
You're going to do it too.
No, I'm not. My feet are fine.
Yeah, right.
Harvest Mary Moon. Good morning. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Feels like stinking Halloween weather out here. I know. It went so dark here a few minutes ago, Firefly. In your coffee cup. Ugh, yuck.
Every morning's a blessing, Harvest Mary Moon. I'm just grating up some Zote soap for my laundry detergent.
There's many to choose from, laugh out loud. Put Vicks on it. What are we putting Vicks on? Your feet?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, breakfast.
I ate some coffee cake. Why? What do you want? Yeah, there's bacon in there. You gonna do bacon and eggs?
Mm-hmm.
We've got 10 in the chat. Awesome. You guys, I hope you all hit the thumbs up. If you haven't, please hit the thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. On the fireplace says Vicks on the toenail.
What's that supposed to do?
I don't know. Rainy morning here in East North Carolina. It sounds like we're all getting the crappy weather.
April. I was worried about garden flooding though.
I know, that's what I'm worried about too. Coco says, yes, please, may I have bacon and eggs, Barrett? You
Yes,
handsome
come on
man.
over. Yes, come on over.
For tea tree oil.
Tell Coco she can come over and have bacon and eggs, but she gotta do dishes.
Ah, you hear that, Coco? Eggs over hard, please. What? Coco says yes. Yeah, I love doing dishes. I don't know anybody that loves doing dishes. You can come over to my house and do dishes anytime. There's a freaking sink full every single day.
No wonder my white shirts are turning pink.
Oh, whatever. It's not. You don't even own any white shirts. What, one?
Jazz steals the rest of my shirts.
Just think of it this way. Girls that steal your shirt look up to you and they think very highly of you. So she might be stealing your clothes, but at least you know she cares about you.
Ooh, she dropped the chest. Last chest put on her toe. And how long does it take to heal?
It'll take a few months.
Ooh, yeah.
It'll take a few months. It took me probably 6 months to get Barrett's toenail back to looking healthy and good. But that was with me training his toenail, cutting it and training it to grow back to the normal whatever.
the normal shape of a toe. But I would say several months. You're welcome.
Firefly, I'm having a cigarette for breakfast.
Why do you have to say that? Now I want a cigarette. Making food from scratch, you get dishes. Yes.
You get so many dishes from making food from scratch all the time. I'm gonna say from scratch. Firefly, that's not edible.
Huh?
What are you laughing? What they say?
Alright. I've got that. Shred it up.
You still on board?
Yeah, I'm only doing one right now. This will last us a month. So this is all grated up, nice, fine grated. And then all I do is do a 50-50 mix.
Graded.
It's fine.
That's graded.
It's a fine grade. Leave me alone. So I just do a 50-50. So the soap and then this Clorox beads.
You want to put any central over it?
No. This is scented enough. And then I'll just mix this around.
My cup cover is full of mason jars. Where's the cups? Who needs a cup when you have a jar?
No.
Can you use an apple peeler to shave the soap?
I guess you could. I don't know. I've never tried it. I'm glad I went live today. I got my laundry detergent done that I've been putting off and didn't want to do. And it makes it a little easier to get done when I have y'all here with me. Because then I feel like I have to. See how pretty? It looks like cotton candy.
She didn't eat that egg.
Guess not. Hopefully you can see this. It looks like cotton candy. Yum yum. No, don't eat it. Super simple, easy. And then I have a month's worth of laundry detergent here. I'll be right back. Give me a second. so if you want to make that, I use a tablespoon of soap and a large load of laundry. That's it. That's all I use. That bacon smells yummy. Can you hear me that back there, please? Dig deeper. Hello and welcome. Sorry I missed you. Welcome to the chat. It's a hot chocolate kind of morning. I still haven't even finished my coffee. I've been chit-chatting, making laundry shit, so. Okay, I got my chore done for the day. No, I gotta go to the greenhouse and we gotta transplant. I think I have like 5 varieties left to transplant, so I don't have too much. It'll take us maybe an hour, if that, to transplant what I have left to transplant. Everything else doesn't have the true leaves or isn't big enough at all to transplant, so those will have to be done once they get bigger. But as of right now, we just have a few things left to do, which is awesome.
Each plants more green beans.
I know. My jade green beans that I love and I plant didn't come up this year. I don't know what's going on with them. So I'm going to have to find either some more jade green beans or go with a different variety because they're not coming up. They should have been up way a long time ago.
Kidney beans, soup beans.
My kidney beans, soup beans, my wax beans, everything else is up.
Lima beans come up?
A couple of the lima beans came up. I don't know. We'll have to double check. I think like 3 lima beans came up. So I'll have to plant some more lima beans. Jess, if you cure pork with brown sugar, does all the sugar wash away when you wash it off? And does some carbs go into the meat? Yeah, sugar does not wash away. It will go into the meat. That's the same way with our bodies. If you're using like sugar scrubs or stuff like that on your body, it'll soak into your bloodstream. But a lot of the old timers do salt. They do salt brines. They don't do sugar brines. Hey, Hallie, how you doing? Good to see you. How was your fishing trip? I hope it was a success. Woohoo! Tiger made it home safely. Yep. That's why I do the Himalayan salt and coconut oil scrubs. I make those homemade. I won't do the sugar scrubs because it will go into your bloodstream.
I'm not a big coffee person, but what type of coffee does everyone like?
How did I miss that comment? Where do you see that? See, I'm always missing comments. I don't know how. I drink Great Value, and it's decaf. That's the only coffee I drink. It has to be decaf.
When's the last time you did the bulletproof?
Oh yeah, I do bulletproof every once in a while too, but I usually just have heavy cream and stevia in my coffee, and then sometimes I'll add butter or I'll add some not fat bombs. Why can't I think of it? Oh, MCT oil. Of course, I thought of it once I stood up. I use MCT oil sometimes in my coffee. It just depends. But right now it's just
decaf with heavy cream and stevia. Barrett drinks Folgers or Maxwell, whichever's on sale. And he definitely does caffeinated. Yes, we salt fish, and when you get ready to cook it, soak and rinse about 4 to 5 times in about 5 hours. Then cook. You can't taste the salt. Good morning, Independent Minnie. Good to see you. Half awake and listening. We're still half awake also, and I've been up forever. You're going again today? Or may go again today. 17 not wins. Wow.
Did they get you out of your weight there?
We'll probably lay down for a nap shortly.
No, that'd be you laying down for
I'll
that.
lay down for a nap too, but I'm just saying, he usually, if he gets up this early, he's usually down for a nap when I do. And normally on a typical day, I get up at 5:30, and I stay up until about 8 or 9. And then I lay down, and that's when he's getting up. Our schedule's all messed up. Windy. Well, good luck, Howie. I hope you catch some fish. That's what you're fishing for.
What's you supposed to do?
I don't know. Barrett wants to know where you're fishing, Howie. We got 11 in the chat. That's awesome. I'm surprised there's that many people this early. It's the last day of April. I'm excited. I'm excited because May 15th is our last frost date, so we can start putting plants in the ground.
According to Alexa, it was April.
I know. According to Alexa, our last frost date was like April 18th, I think. And I'm pretty sure April 18th we had a frost, and then we had 2 more after. And the frost got my asparagus. I had like 3, I think it was 3 more asparagus I had come up, and the frost hit it. That's all right. I still have more coming up, but be right back. Coffee fix.
Well, you probably got a ton of eggs up there because I didn't get.
I know we didn't get eggs yesterday because we were on live for so long. So I probably have like 20 eggs out in the coop today. I don't like doing that. That doesn't happen very often. But yesterday's live stream whooped my butt.
These cats better hurt and grow up so they can go outside.
Watch, you're gonna step
I
on.
know.
Cool. Ours is May 24th. If it's not snowing, but it's been in June and July, light frost, crazy weather.
Midnight
That's
stop.
insane. MCT oil is made from coconut oil and used with caution if you have high blood pressure. See your dietitian and doctor. Good job, Howie. You were right. We had a warm winter, not too much snow either. It was weird, not usual. Yeah, our weather is pretty much the same as yours, Wild Edibles, because we didn't have much snow either. I mean, I don't even think the snow stuck for more than a day on the ground here.
We don't get snow like we used to.
No, we used to get inches of snow.
We used to get feet.
Yeah, feet of snow. Howie is fishing in the ocean.
What's he trying to fish for?
What are you fishing for, Howie?
Lobsters.
Ooh. I don't like lobster personally. My garden is doing good. Probably going to get my tomatoes planted this week sometime, and my onions, some radishes, and potatoes. Awesome. All my cold weather crops are planted. My lettuces, I forgot to plant kale. I got to get my kale out. But my lettuces, my spinach,
Our
all
crazy cornfield.
my cornfield,
Crazy cornfield.
my brassicas are planted.
Instead of making rows, she just took the seed and just went, ooh.
My back was hurting, and he wanted me to plant a cornfield, so I just broadcasted the corn. I said, we'll see how it comes up.
It's coming up.
It's coming up. It's just coming up crazy. Our weather was way warmer before our last frost date than after. Ooh, okay. I'm with you now, Howie. He's fishing for salmon, cod, red snapper, halibut, and herring. I'd take all the salmon I could get. I don't think I've ever had halibut or herring.
What's the limit you can catch?
Is there a limit on that stuff, Howie? I don't think I'm too far. You're too far from me. It takes us 5 hours to the border. When you cross the border, Wild Edibles, what state are you in? Hey, Jess, get Alexa to say coffee bean 100 in Welsh.
Huh?
Coco says, Jess, get Alexa to say coffee bean 100 in Welsh. No, you go ahead.
Coffee bean.
100 in Welsh. Alexa, in Welsh, say coffee bean 100.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Alexa doesn't know that, Coco.
Alexa hadn't had coffee yet.
It's 34 here. Feels like 26. High of 41. Yippee, raining. Ugh. I think it's 55 here. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 45 degrees Fahrenheit.
It dropped.
Today, expect a high of 58 degrees.
It was like 55 at 7 o'clock, and now it's 40, whatever.
Yeah, it's overcast.
Wild Edible says I'm drooling, Howie. Been sowing squash. Ah, my chat just jumped. Been sowing squash direct in the ground. Nice. I've had some salmon and halibut. I've had 5 heads of cabbage going all winter, still alive, waiting for them to go to seed to save. Not happened yet. Aw. Wild Edible plans on planting squash seeds everywhere. Howie says I did that, and I mean everywhere. I love squashes. By summer, it shall flower and go to seed. Ontario to New York, then I think. All right, so New York is like 12 hours from me. New York City is 12 hours from me. Or Detroit on the other side. My mapping skills are bad. That's okay. My mapping skills are bad too. I don't know how far Detroit is from us. Detroit, Michigan.
It's not that far.
I've never drove to
It's,
Michigan.
probably about 5 hours.
So about total would be 10 hours, if that's correct. Wow, it was 27 Celsius yesterday. I sent it to you
Alexa.
via TikTok.
How far is Detroit, Michigan from Newark, Ohio?
From Newark, Detroit is 228.2 miles away by car.
3 hours and 44 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad. 3 hours. So from here to Michigan, it's 3 hours.
Alexa, how far is New York City from Newark, Ohio?
From Newark, New York is 510.5 miles away by car.
8 hours.
Yeah, but that's just the tip of. Alexa, how far is New York City from Newark, Ohio? Did you say New York City? I don't know. She didn't answer me. I swear, when I was growing up and we drove to New York, it took us 12 hours.
Who's a kid?
That's true. Where's my TikTok? I gotta go to TikTok. Give me a second, you guys.
Yeah, you can do it.
2, please. Why is it's not working? My volume's not working. Hold on. I'm glad Alexa didn't repeat that, Coco. Something bad. Hey, my chat just jumped. I'm trying to catch up with chat again. Not bad, then not too far away from away. Oh man, my phone is doing some crazy stuff. Hold on. Not too far away from away. Not like how he is 4 days away unless I go through northern USA. Wow, 4 days. Northern Ontario can take 2 days to get through. It's big. Sheesh. 10 hours from Newark to here in upstate New York. All right.
Yes, limited.
On all fish, but you can go to the store and buy all that you can carry, but Earthling's not allowed to fish, so native friends go with me and my kids are native. Really? I didn't know that. That's kind of crazy. Hey Carl, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Southern way through the northern US takes 1 day off to get to Howie from here. I can't ever get anywhere traveling for eating laugh out loud. Two different places. We have a hard time getting away too because of all the animals. Hey ER, good morning. Thanks for coming in. We got 12 in the chat now. I'm planning on coming over for fish. How are you? Laugh my butt off. Just kidding. I don't travel. Coco's laughing. We should travel once in a while, Apples. Last night I traveled in my dreams to the tundra where I grew up as a child. Oh, that's awesome. I drove from the point furthest out of North Carolina to San Antonio, Texas. Took me 24 hours. Wow. I used to travel all the time, you guys, all across the United States when I was younger. Then I had kids and settled down. The last place I traveled was to Kentucky, and I think it was 2 years ago. Or a year and a half now.
That was terrible. We were stuck in traffic for 2 hours.
I can't handle long drives. It kills me. My back just does not handle it anymore. It's 2:30 here. Well, good afternoon to you, Carl. Ontario is huge, bigger than it looks. Can't you travel with your animals? Haha. No, there'd be no way, Coco. Yeah, it's like 9:30 here in Ohio. Nope, I'm not traveling with no animals. Talk about a headache. Could you imagine loading up all of our animals just to go on vacation or something? Yay, Firefly made it home safe.
Oh, I can imagine just having all those chickens in the car.
I know, right? Be right back. Coffee is desired. These kittens are nuts.
Your nuts.
They're so crazy. I took my boys to BC 2 times, 4 days in the car. It was crazy. They were both under 3. Yeah, that's a lot. When I moved back from California to Ohio, that had to be like the worst trip ever. It was so horrible. My son was 2 years old at the time, and my daughter was like 3 days old. And literally, I was moving my whole life from California to Ohio. So I had a purse, I had a carry-on bag, and I had a luggage bag on me. Plus, I had like, this is bad, but I think it's bad now that I think about it. But whatever. It was one of those like backpack leashes I had on my 2-year-old. And then I had one of those like carry slings to put my daughter in. So I had her on my chest, I had him in my hand, and then I had a purse, carry-on bag, and my luggage on wheels that I was trying to carry from one airport to the other. It was horrible. And then in the back of my head, I'm like thinking, oh my God, what if somebody tries to kidnap one of my kids in this huge airport? So I'm like paranoid, trying to get through, and I'm dropping bags, dropping my carry-on. It was horrible. And then we got on the plane and everything, and we had like 2 stops. So I had to walk through 2 huge airports. The first one was Minneapolis, St. Paul. That airport is massive. And usually your connected flight at Minneapolis, St. Paul is like on the complete opposite side of the building. So you have to walk forever just to get to your connecting flight. I finally made it to the connecting flight, and that airplane didn't have many people on it. So the seats that I had for me and my 2-year-old, there was those 2 seats, and then I had another seat in that row that was empty. Nobody was in. And my middle daughter at the time, Quintana, like I said, she was only like 3 days old. She may have been a week, anywhere between 3 days and a week. She was so tiny, and she was swaddled up in a blanket, and I was so exhausted because we had to drive to the airport, and I think the airport was like 2 or 3 hours away. So by the time we were on the planes and walking through the airports, I was just so exhausted. And I had my son by the window seat, and then in between us, I had Quintana, and I had put a little travel pillow in front of her, and like I said, she was swaddled up, so she was just like in a loaf, basically, and I had that pillow tucked in front of her, and I passed out, and I had a woman catty corner from me, and I woke up, and my son was sleeping, he was still asleep, and my daughter was gone. She was nowhere to be found. I looked at the seat, and I was just like petrified. I looked on the floor, she wasn't there. I was freaking out, and I'm sure everybody could see the shock in my face, and I turned to that lady that was sitting catty corner, and she looked at me, and I looked at her, and she's like, "Where's your baby?" And I was like, "Oh my God, I don't know." So I like stood up, and I started walking down the aisle, and I'm looking under all the seats. She had somehow fallen off the airplane seat and rolled like 6 aisles up, and she was under this old couple's feet. And I was so humiliated. I was so scared. I walked up to him, and I'm like, "I'm sorry." I was like, "My baby's under your feet." And they're like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, my baby's under your feet." And they got up, and I crawled under the seats and grabbed her. It was so crazy. I was so exhausted. I was like, I am not going to fall asleep again. And so I made myself stay awake because I was so scared. It was horrible. All right, Wild Edible. See you later. Thanks for hanging out with us. All right, Howie, you have a good day. Thanks so much for hanging out. He says he's off to the food forest for radishes, lettuce, and kale. Tops flowering. Happy Sunday, Earthlings. Wild is 10-hour flight for me. Wow. Ouch, cat. I think 4, not 3, for the second time. At least the flight is over. Land, not water. Couldn't do that. Yeah, I don't think I could do a lot of water flights. Like being over water for a long period of time, that would be kind of scary.
Come on outside. Drive me nuts.
Chef says, Jess, Minneapolis sucks. Yes, it does. It's horrible. Especially when you have layovers. It's hard traveling with kids. Mm-hmm. Crazy kid. Yeah, I think that was the most scariest moment of mom life I had. Or at least one of the top ones. But I've done an airplane across country. I've drove across country several times. I've rode a Greyhound across country. I've rode the train across country. And I'm usually coming from Ohio to either Vegas, Washington, Oregon, California, Montana. I've been from Montana to Louisiana and back. That was cross-country driving. That was some crazy adventures. Depends on the kids. I've traveled with grands lots of times. And other than one time I had a crying 1-year-old, but they moved the 4 of us to first class, which was a plus. That's awesome. I can't say I've ever flown first class ever. B says driven all over the country, including up to Bay, Alaska from Florida. I can't say that. That's awesome. That would be a heck of a drive. That's crazy. Tiger says my furthest drive was Salinas, California to Hershey, Pennsylvania. You know, Salinas, California is where my mom is. Well, she's not from, but she lived there for many, many years. I would like to go to Hershey, Pennsylvania. That has always been one of my. I would love to go to Hershey, Pennsylvania, Tennessee. I never really traveled east. I've always traveled west. I mean, I've been to West Virginia and Kentucky and New York.
Chicago.
I've been to Chicago. Chicago's west of us. But I've never really went east of me. So I would like to go to Tennessee. I'd like to go to Pennsylvania. I'd love to go to Panama Bay, Florida.
I've never been to Florida. I don't like Florida.
All right, Chef Kicker, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Love you, girl. Have a good day. I can't say these. She said, where in Florida? Panama Bay. Or, wait, Panama Bay isn't in Florida.
Just think of
I was thinking Florida because you guys said Florida. But Panama Bay. That how you say it? Yes, it is. Isn't it? Don't laugh at me. All right.
Figure it out.
The Republic of Panama. Whatever. I knew what I was talking about.
What you talking about?
Panama.
That's where?
It's an island. We went to Alabama, Florida, Louisiana all the time. Those were just day trips. Yeah, beach Herman. I have a hard time saying stuff. Panama. How do you pronounce it? Oh, I just lost a piece of bacon. Oh,
Well, this kid just snatched it
I
up.
know. Look at that.
Ugh.
He took the whole slice and ran. And he's growling. Ah! You see that?
Give him some of the other ones.
Look at this evil cat. It's like a feral cat. Okay. I went to pick him up and he was like, ah. You're black. No, I don't know what. Let me guess. I'm looking. Target Firefly. There's your piece. I all got a piece of bacon.
Oh,
It's a tragedy.
Well, can't say don't mess with my food.
They're like me, don't mess with my bacon. I'll laugh out loud, too cute. These two are fighting over this last piece. Firefly's kitten won the bacon battle. Are you still in here, Firefly? You're still growling at each other.
Tiger said you beat me to it.
I can't believe they spazzed out that bad over a piece of bacon. You want to see my sweets platter, Firefly? I need to get my sweets platter put up soon. Hold on a second. Here's my sweets. I got let's see. We've got chocolate chip cookies, blueberry lemon muffins, and chocolate brownies. Yum, yum, yum.
And your coffee cake.
And then the coffee cake I've been munching on. All right, I think the kittens are done with their bacon. Come here, little Spitfire. Show your face. Look, can you see yourself on the screen? Look. Like, no, leave me alone. They don't like to be held. They want to play and attack each other. Yes, I did that bacon frenzy yesterday. I was on, me and Barrett were live for like 4.5 hours. I told him last night I was laying in bed, I said, never again. I'm not going live that long ever again. That killed me. He said, yeah, right. You'll do it again. Firefly says I'm here. That bacon must have been salty. They're drinking water now. Yeah, I know you were popping in and out. I had a lot of people pop in and out yesterday on that live. But like again, I said we were online for 4.5 hours. That's a long time. I don't even know how long we've been live this morning. I'm probably running out of StreamYard minutes. We've been on 2.5 hours now. Tiger says, yep, Jess, you'll never do it again until the next time, right? I'll be listening, but have to get busy backsealing some clothes for a trip. Keep talking. I don't know, I'm going to probably head off here as well. I don't know what we're going to get into today. Maybe I'll throw in a load of laundry now that I got my laundry soap made.
Yep.
Jack should be here around 10 o'clock, 10:30. Yeah, maybe we should take a nap. And then we still gotta work in the greenhouse. We haven't got to the greenhouse yet.
What that's uh,
Yeah, 41 now. It keeps dropping. I haven't sliced into the cheesecake yet, Firefly. It had to sit out on the counter to cool. And once it cooled down, it was pretty late. When did you put it in the fridge? So Barrett put it in the fridge about midnight, and then you're supposed to let it sit in the fridge for 4 hours or overnight. So it's been sitting in the fridge, and I'll probably have a slice of the cheesecake with my lunch.
we'll make strawberry topping.
I wasn't planning on it.
That's pumpkin.
Yeah, it's pumpkin. Yeah, I'll make some whipped cream for the top.
Right.
Yeah, you can do the ice cream. But I'm sure the cheesecake is amazing. It always turns out really good. Like I said, the cheesecake is Barrett's thing. He always makes the cheesecake for me.
How's Vicky supposed to be here?
Oh, she's supposed to be here at 10 as well. No naps for us.
Well, Vicky says 10, and you see her at noon.
That's not always true.
Yeah, right. When Vicky ever showed up on time.
Yes, I'm still on. We're debating on whether to end this stream or keep going.
I'll just keep going until she shows up. Until 1 o'clock.
Oh, I'm not being on here until 1 o'clock. There's no way. One long live stream was good enough. Moonlight says still on. Well, hopefully Vicky's back's feeling better. She said it was out yesterday. She wasn't feeling good. She's got to go to the chiropractor sometime to get it fixed. Nobody's chatting anymore. Come on, talk to me. There we go. Coco says, bye, beautiful Jess and the handsome Barrett. Hope you guys have a beautiful day on purpose. Thank you, Coco. You too.
You too, thank you.
I'm so glad you got to come into my live here and chit chat with us. I'll have to show you that chicken video later that she shared and she wants me to do. It's so funny. Bye, everyone in chat. Love you all. Love you, Coco. Oh no! Moonlight says lost some of my flowers and veggies. That stinks. I'm sorry. I thought for sure we would lose my mustard plants I planted out in the garden, but they held on good.
Those carrots I left on last night, they're really good.
Our carrots are coming up. We gotta get it. When we go out to the greenhouse, we gotta thin the carrots too. We haven't thinned the carrots yet.
Oh, I got strawberries. They're turning red.
No, you don't.
Uh-huh.
How many strawberries?
2.
Okay, good.
What?
Because I'm gonna eat one.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You keep your paws off my strawberries.
No, you know I always get dibs on the first strawberry of the year.
No.
Well, there's 2, so you get one and I get one.
Those other ones not until late. Those are late brick lookers.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Why are you
We got-
trying to
We got
fool
2
me?
different kinds of plants there.
You said there's 2 strawberries.
in the one plant. The other plant don't have no flowers on because they're late bloomers.
Okay, so what are you saying? You get both strawberries?
Yes.
No, you don't. I get one, you get one.
You stay with your store-bought strawberries.
No. You're evil.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Do I have to put the strawberries in the safe?
No. I'm gonna eat one. Shad was on till around 3 a.m. Wow. That was a long time. Does she like sweets? Does who like sweets?
Oh, I will share after I get mine filled first.
That means you don't get any of my Christmas melon then.
Christmas melon didn't come up.
Well, I'm gonna get more to come up. I'll get them to come up. But my tiger melon came up.
Yep.
And my Kajari melon came up. Can't wait.
I figure out how to store all this stuff.
In our bellies. It's how I'm gonna store it. Firefly says dibs. The Christmas melon, I gotta get started again. I gotta get that to come up. Christmas melon, I've never heard of. We got that melon from the food pantry one year, and I saved all the seeds from it. And the Christmas melon, the reason they call that, or they call it the Santa Claus melon, and it lasts. You can harvest it, and it'll last all the way to Christmas.
The one we had last year was doing great, perfect. It was sitting on top of a block.
Yep.
Well, one day it fell over and
Smash.
smashed.
Oh yeah, Jazz loves sweets. Firefly. Damn, now I'm gonna have to go look at my garden before I lay down. Yeah, Jazz loves sweets. She says she doesn't, but she does. And she loves to bake. She loves to bake brownies and cookies. And
She's got a lot to learn yet.
yeah, she does have a lot of learning, a lot of growing up to do. But you gotta remember, she's only 12.
You know. These cats are climbing all over the place.
Climbing up my legs and scratching, and I got kitty scratches all over my ankles and my legs. They try to climb up your legs if you're sitting at the kitchen table. That cat fell and put his foot in the water dish on accident and is shaking his back leg like, ah. Thought I heard somebody pull it, but I didn't. Alright, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with us in the kitchen again today. And until next time, stay happy, healthy, and safe. I'll see you on the flip side. Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.